What up, good people? Y'all know what time it is. This is the BOTB Live Show. I am one of your hosts, Jay Walker III, and that's my brother Carolina Dirt. Man, what's happening with you?
Man, shit, Rose. They happy out tapping. We back at it. That snow done melted. We still got little parts that got snow still, but 90% of it gone.
So y'all survived y'all winter storm 2026.
Yeah, man. But they talking about in the next couple of weeks, depending on what this weather pattern do, it might sprinkle us again.
Well, use the snow to cleanse the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I seen people actually being authentic out there playing in the snow, enjoying the weather.
Well, you're not supposed to play in the snow now because conspiracy theories say it's not snow. It's not snow. It's styrofoam.
Yeah,
I wouldn't eat nothing. That's for damn sure.
Well, I see people making that homemade ice cream with it.
That's dangerous. They got all the bubble guts. They snowing out their booty right now.
Crazy thing is, so I had a plan. I left work Friday. I got off from work. I was like, man, we're gonna get pizza. We're gonna get the snow. I'm gonna go get some pizza. It's gonna last me about 2 days. And it did exactly that. But that last Sunday, we were trying to figure out dinner, man. And went to Family Dollar. I was gonna try to scrounge up some shit. Closed. I said, well, let me go to the other Family Dollar, because the Family Dollar buy me a little hood, man. They close when they want to close, open when they want to open. I was going my way to the other Family Dollar. The Burger King line was wrapped around the corner from Burger King. Then I was like, man, it's Sunday. But it's really the weather, man. The other Family Dollar was closed. The Dollar Tree next to that was closed. But Food Line was open. Bro, when I tell you, Food Line only had the U-Scan open, it was a line going towards the deli and the other line going towards the frozen food section with so many people in there.
Hell nah. We used to go eat out the gas station, and I was gonna spend $53 in the gas station on Hot Pockets.
Bro, the crazy shit is, it was about 6 people in front of me, and they opened up a cash register. That's the only reason why I didn't leave the shit where I was at in the middle of the floor. I wasn't even gonna put it on a different shelf. I would leave that bitch in the middle. And then, like, the little section of the grocery store they got, it's in the chip aisle, but it's all the box chips.
Yeah.
Bro, that whole shit cleaned off like they was moving it.
They reorganizing the store?
Yeah.
It's cool though. I say people in South Florida, South Georgia, Alabama, they was like, man, I know we be talking shit about snow cub, but y'all come get this shit, take that shit back.
Yeah, I seen people talking about, bro, it literally, they said the snow was supposed to come Friday night. That bitch came like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning.
Yeah.
That thing went nonstop. I think I sent you messages. I think I sent you a video at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
It didn't stop.
Yeah, well, we still got old snow. We still got snow from 2 weeks ago out there, motherfucker.
Y'all about to get hit again, they said.
I'm sick of this shit, bro.
Yeah, they say y'all supposed to get hit again.
I'm sick of this shit. In the spirit of Black History Month, yeah, fuck that snow.
So get some black snow then. We get some black snow.
Get some no snow. Get some 65 degrees.
Well, I know that heat around the corner from us, so I appreciate the snow. Because when that heat come, I think that thing gonna rough. That thing be knocking pictures off the wall when the heat come in.
This be blowing the car windows.
Bruh, because people talking about the electricity bill with this winter. I keep mine at 66, 68. I don't go up, I don't go down. Man, people talking about $400-500 electricity bill because the heat. I said, I'll keep that shit because when this heat come, the AC definitely gonna be low.
Right, I know that shit right. Well, what's good with you on this fine hump day happy hour?
Man, ain't nothing, man. Super Bowl around the corner. I done had a couple people ask me my pick. I'm not a Patriots fan, obviously, but I say the Patriots. They've been playing the most consistent. They got consistent play out the quarterback position. They got consistent out the running back, consistent wide receivers, consistent tight ends, consistent defense. Coach Will, Seahawks. They pretty consistent, but you know who they're going to on offense. I don't know if Ken Walker's playing, the backup running back playing. I ain't been keeping updated with it, but I just feel like the Patriots got a better overall team.
It's interesting, the Patriots and the Seahawks have been done what feels like several fucking times. I got no dog in the fight. Hopefully it's an entertaining game. You know what I'm saying? High scoring, couple turnovers, whatever it need to be, win it in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, and eat some shit that's probably not good for you. That's it.
Yeah. We usually have a pretty decent crowd action. I ain't even biting nobody this year. I mean, it is what it is. We've been doing something every year for either you're gonna show up or you ain't. If you show up, you know the rules. If you don't show up, that's cool too. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings because as soon as the game over, I'm hauling ass anyway.
Right.
I gotta get back across town. Right? I ain't got no money on it neither. So shit.
Yeah, I ain't. That gambling shit, that just ain't my shit.
I mean, I mess with the boys. I play the boys like Pop doing them. I like that. That's it gets you frustrated. But as far as other stuff, gambling on the game, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't doing no point spread. I ain't doing no straight up.
Right.
So what you think? What you think about now that the Super Bowl's here, halftime's here? Bad Bunny won the Grammys the other day. So what's your take on it now? Is it the same take?
I'm not no bad. I mean, I respect the music. I respect, what he about to do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have no opinion one way or the other. We got to stop acting like certain people got to stop acting like they the only ones that deserve to be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? The NFL is pretty balanced on who they have come perform. You feel me? But it's always an uproar when it's somebody that's not country, not rock and roll. Let them have their way. They let Kid Rock do it again. And I ain't heard Kid Rock since Ball with the Ball, the bang, the bang. And he took that from black folks.
Yeah. So I didn't know who Bad Bunny was. And I got a co-worker who knew who he was. I didn't know who he was. It wasn't gonna bother me because obviously over the years, the decades I've been watching Super Bowl, we just started getting our run as far as urban music, but there's always gonna be somebody that you don't know. I mean, there's people that do urban music I really don't listen to.
Like that.
It don't affect me. But as far as them going bad on Bad Bunny, you just mad because you want to be mad.
People make things political. The halftime show ain't supposed to be about shit but the halftime show. You feel me? That's it. It's roughly 12 minutes, 12, 13 minutes, because you're going to let this shit ruin the month before and a week after. You're going to let that ruin however you decide to celebrate football and the Super Bowl. That shit crazy to me.
And then you talking about you going to have your own Super Bowl halftime with Kid Rock. First of all, is it going to be able to market across the United States? Probably not.
If they go market to the people they want to market to.
But it's still got to be in regions. Like who's covering it? Or is it just like an internet halftime? Like you're supposed to turn your internet on and watch it. Because my thing is, even if I don't watch Super Bowl, the channel don't turn. Most people watch Super Bowl, regardless of halftime, whatever, it don't turn. You don't do nothing. You take your bathroom breaks, you get your second plate of food, you get your drink. Some people smoke, you do all that stuff. But you don't turn that TV to a Super Bowl. I don't care if you watch it or not.
The most you gonna do is turn the volume down and put your own music on.
That's it.
But
that's it.
To each their own. For the Bad Bunny fans, I hope you give y'all a great show. I'm pretty sure Cardi B is gonna probably show up. We know
Yeah.
Ice gonna show up. So whatever the fallout from that shit is.
All right, give me 3 people that can put on the show that have not put on the show for 13 minutes at Super Bowl.
Anderson .Paak, New School, LaRussell, Old School, New Edition.
All right, you talking? So you're not even caring about genre and all that. You just going with them 3. I mean, it's fine. I was just asking.
Yeah, those is the 3 that's off the top of my head. Like LaRussell got a lot of steam right now. If y'all know who LaRussell is, he's a young kid from the Bay. He's doing that shit the hard way. He was just recently on Breakfast Club. Just a good kid, good heart, not caught up in the machine. He just an authentic dude. So I'm always gonna be big on authenticity.
Yeah. I would say my go-to, I just feel like can cross everybody and have a party is T-Pain. I just feel like he could just put on 13 minutes of a show that a lot of people, because his music stretches across.
T-Pain definitely deserves a Super Bowl
halftime
show.
And I think
at this point in his career.
Yeah, and I think they talked that on when Shannon Sharp had him on the podcast, but that's not the reason why I said it. I just said it because I just went on the last couple of days. I've been just going on a T-Pain mix, and I just feel like his music can stretch. I feel like Mary J can do it. Mary J got 13 minutes.
She came out with Dre, right?
She came out.
Did she come out with Dre? They didn't do the hateration, holleration.
I don't think so. I thought that was just Dre, Snoop, 50, and M.
Okay.
She might have.
There's hundreds of people that could pull off a halftime show.
And I think New Edition. New Edition can do it.
New Edition. I think you can probably bring out Linkin Park. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of those old white bands that Green Day.
You can do an NSYNC Backstreet mix.
You could do an NSYNC Backstreet mix. It's a bunch of people because, like I say, the halftime show can be the best part of the Super Bowl. We've seen some shitty Super Bowls, like blowout Super Bowls. So halftime does have its place in the whole thing, but generally speaking, unless it's a really great halftime show, don't nobody give a fuck.
Yeah, don't nobody care.
Kendrick had his performance, which was a statement that's memorable. But after that, Michael Jackson, Prince, who's it? Aerosmith. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're out of the years. Those are the ones that I can remember. I can't remember every performance. I can't remember the last 10 performances.
But you know who I think would rock it too, though? I think DJ Cassidy will rock it. Like, you ever watch his sets, his DJing sets, and how he bring people in, and them, you gotta think, them shits only be like 15 minutes. And he have like 4 or 5 different people.
Yeah. Speaking of which, as far as performances, the Lauryn Hill performance at the Grammys, I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, but she brought out a bunch of people because for her In Memoriam, D'Angelo, Roberta Flack, Raphael Sadiq, Bilal, Lucky Day, all kind of people, cause I can't even name everybody, but go check that out. It's on YouTube, man. It's about a 12-minute performance. And she brought Wyclef out. I didn't think they was ever gonna be fucking with each other again.
But didn't Pros just pass?
I don't know, cause we like to kill people off.
Man, hold on. What was John Forte? It wasn't John Forte. It was Paul,
John
right?
Forte passed. John Forte passed.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
My bad.
black folks, cause we'll kill a motherfucker in a second. Unintentional.
Hold on. I gotta look it up.
I think Prize went to jail. I don't think he passed.
Yeah, John Forte. He passed. He passed January 12th at 50. Yeah.
Well, in the spirit of Black History Month, when Black History Month comes, when this time of the year comes, who's the first person you think of that is not Martin Luther King and not Malcolm X?
In the spirit of Black history or just Black history?
Just when you think of proud Black moments, inventors and such, like people that fought for the cause, even Black history moments, nigga, like John Carlos at the Olympics because the Black Fist. You feel me?
And a lot of times when we ask these questions, it just be the moment in which you're asking.
Yeah.
But lately, and even like lately, when I'm talking about like last week, I've just been thinking about the Million Man March.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you talk about all these people protesting and stuff, and it's just like a million Black dudes got together in the streets
in solidarity,
and you didn't hear nothing negative come out of that.
I mean, you did, but it was mostly from white folks.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
it wasn't no brawls or no bad press. Yeah,
breaking windows and climbing buildings and stuff like that. But on the other end, I don't know. Like I don't know. Who you got?
For the moment, I just watched a documentary on Montgomery, Alabama brawl. People say you're not supposed to advocate for violence or whatever. I think that was a situation that could only work out the way that it did. You feel me? So I think certain people ask for certain things, and sometimes they get obliged.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like those people on that water that day that would not do what they were supposed to do by law got what they asked for.
Yeah, I mean, you effed around and found that you thought he was by himself, like, and it's one of the things that in Black people's mind it's always thought about, like, damn, bro, what if get into some Y2T people if I'm by myself, like, you roll through the white neighborhood and you feel like you're by yourself, you don't want nothing to happen. In this instance, dude really stood 10 toes down, was ready to go at it with whoever ran up and did what he had to do. And to see Black folk stand up for each other and realize what was going on and happen fast, not no an hour later we're gonna run down on somebody. No, they acted at that instance.
I think what brought me the most pleasure was the fact that they thought they was right, and then it turned in an instant. They was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we didn't sign up for this. We was fucking with him.
Just him.
Yeah,
Just him.
But nah, you was fucking with us, and that's the difference.
Like, side note, did you see the dude? His name is Chad Michael Watts. That went to the protest and the kids beat his ass.
Oh yeah.
But same concept, like just because that privilege because of your skin, this day and age, that power is getting less and less because people are so frustrated. People's already getting frustrated, but your privilege is speeding up that process right now. People just ain't taking that line down.
Freedom of speech does not alleviate you from consequences. I say a lot of wild shit. I can also deal with the consequence of the things that I say. You feel me? I'm not a bad person. I don't have a lot of radical thoughts or thoughts that should really upset people. So that's not a thing. But when you was on your way to the grocery store, this is just, public service announcements. If you are on your way to the grocery store or the post office or whatever you doing, and you see some shit that you don't like, and you take it upon yourself to insert yourself into that situation, understand you don't always have full control. Just because you think that it's your right to stand up and say some shit, don't mean that somebody don't think about whooping your ass.
Repeatedly.
And for it to be young adults, and I think, like I say, we spend a lot of time on the negative aspects of this particular regime that we have in office. These young people ain't for that ignorant ass shit. Now you got a couple that's gonna follow up their daddy. I don't expect nothing different. But as a majority, I think people have become more enlightened in terms of what is acceptable behavior and what is not. These young people ain't about that shit. These young people, you not about to fuck with the gays. You not gonna fuck with the LGBTQ. I'm gonna say plus this time. You're not gonna fuck with them groups because these kids are fluid. And even if you old and you don't understand, and I don't understand all of it, I'm not picking a fight with them behind what they believe. You feel me? I'm just not gonna do that.
Yeah, these kids, they're so open-minded that they will do the research because the internet, chat GPT and all that is out there. We didn't have it. If growing up, if an older person told us something other than the dictionary and encyclopedia, I mean, how you gonna fact check it now? These kids are actually fact checking in real time. And hate is learned. You don't come out the womb hating. Hating is
Right.
It's learned. It's by your environment. It's by your mental health. It's by the cause and effects of your life. So these kids kind of understand that. Like you said, there's some of them that's their bloodline, and that's all they know. But still, yeah, if it's their bloodline, all they know, they taught that. I feel these kids actually have I'm not gonna say empathy, but have an understanding how the world works, and it comes from different cultures. And I feel like that's across the board. Overall, I feel like that's across the board. So like you said, regardless if you're in that alphabet community, whether you're in the Black community, Hispanic community, the Jewish community, the Scottish community, the Dutch community, I just feel like kids as a whole understand, and these kids believe in culture. And who leads culture? It's Black History Month. Black people lead culture. They lead culture. We
For
influence.
Sure.
We are the original influences.
I mean, definitely over the last, for the duration. What up, RC? And I feel what you're saying. I don't know about young or old. I will say more people are enlightened, but these young people they not with that shit. That's why I say that. just talking with my stepdaughter, cause we've had discussions where I may have said some things that have been unflattering towards a group of people. Not mean spirited, but just unflattering. And they willing to step up and address. You feel me? Um, and I feel you on that too. Trying to hold people accountable for shit can be dangerous. But if you believe the shit you stand on, um, I'm not in a hurry to jump into somebody else's battle. But also, I'm not just gonna let um, wrong shit happen to people, cuz you feel me? And I'm gonna have my head on a swivel. Um, our boy G that was on with us last week, he posted a video today of a young lady who may have had a medical emergency, but he's just in McDonald's chilling.
Yeah.
And the car run into the McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And you know, in this dating time, in these days and times, you look around and you see crazy shit happen. You do have to assess the situation. And you know, nobody really moved at first. And then they realized what happened and that the driver was unconscious. And the community went over there and they did what they could to assist that young lady with getting help, getting out the car. You know what I'm saying? Law enforcement showed up. People was, you know, giving they whatever they thought they saw. So I feel like if you just, we say it all the time, if you just tune into the media, it'll make you feel like you shouldn't address shit. Just turn a blind eye to certain shit.
Yeah. Speaking of that, like that, I don't want to go too deep into it. Like the whole Alex Petty thing, it goes back to the if you see somebody getting beat up, do you step in? That man stepped in to save that woman, and the way the government said, "Don't what you see is not everything." Well, if my eyes are seeing this, how you gonna tell me that it's something else? And I feel like that's one thing that you gamble with when you help somebody. And I'm not saying don't help nobody, but when people be like, "I'm gonna help," I ain't gonna help. With that petty thing, I can understand why people say they ain't gonna help because that man lost his life, and the government made it seem like he did something bad by helping a woman, not a Hispanic woman, not an immigrant, just a woman in general. You know, now that man don't have his family, so if if that's my brother or my uncle, I'm like, damn, why he step in? But in a sense, we say that's what men are supposed to do, and that's what society's supposed to do. If that's what people's supposed to do, then he did right. But then the government made it seem like, nah, it ain't about what you saw. But you
Or
weren't.
it's about what they wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah.
What wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, but we're supposed to help each other, man. That's what it comes at. And I think people are starting to learn that now. And it's the YT people starting to learn it's about helping people. Like the fact that the division is who gets help and who doesn't, and now there's mass firings and mass layoffs. People ask for help, but the same empathy that other cultures and other races have been asked for generations wasn't voiced. Now y'all want people to hear y'all voice. It don't go that way. It don't go that way. And there's many other content creators and bloggers that are of, you know, the white people that are saying, yeah, this is our fault. This is our F around to find out. Yeah, you did. Y'all didn't step up before. But we got to come united.
I think
and he was fighting with him, but a week later is not right now. That's all I'm gonna say. What I did a week ago ain't what I did right now. But you're right. He did have a conversation with ICE a week prior.
Ultimately, be careful. Stand on the shit that you stand on. Nobody is supposed to lose their life to violence that is not a violent situation. You feel me? Um, I still don't really like, even if he was an agitator to ICE, it was 6 of them motherfuckers. The mob mentality is still a mob mentality. Just because they wear a badge don't mean it's not. They get suited and booted. They get a whole motherfucking bus. They send 36 people to serve a warrant for one person. You feel me? If you add too many people to the mix, something bad is bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just tough. It's a tough situation. I don't know. I'm gonna let that shit be because that's not the box that I want to stand on today. You feel me? Watch your surroundings and help the people that you need to help. If something happens to me while defending one of my loved ones, that's what God wanted to happen. You feel me? But I'm not gonna sit around and just allow people to abuse other people. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to give credit to the young generation for that too, because they are stepping up for, you know, I think they're learning the power of politics, whether the good or the bad. I believe the kids are learning in real time the power of politics, what a Democrat is, what a conservative is, what a Republican is, what the judicial, executive, legislative, you know, branches are, what the presidency is, what power is, what a CEO is, what a small business owner is. I think they're learning how the world works. Stocks and crypto and investments and portfolios and life insurance. I think all that is playing a role because all that is within the talks when it comes to political. Like, all right, we want to sign laws for this and not this. We want to abolish this and not this. I think the kids are learning real time what government and economics are.
I feel like it's unfair though, because that's not kid shit.
It's not, and I said the same thing. That's
not kid shit. The amount of kids that have an opinion on politics, on who the president is, like, we just didn't grow up with that shit. I know Ronald Reagan was the president. I didn't ask my mom, and then to this day, I don't know if they voted for him. I don't know if they voted for Jimmy Carter. I don't know if they voted for Ronald Reagan. I don't know if they voted for George Bush. I don't know if they voted for George Bush. You know what I'm saying? Just as a kid, like, these kids was jacked up when they said Trump won again.
Yeah. And I think that's the other thing with the kids. I believe their eyes and their ears are open and they can see stuff real time. Like I said, that goes back to checks and balances of when stuff happened. These kids are watching it because their friend in Seattle is going live and they're in Idaho and they're in Illinois and they're in Arkansas. Like, they can see what's going on. And then with the phones being in hand, they can check what is real and what's not, or what's a conversational piece. We got an intern he's a freshman at USC, and sometimes we slip up and have political conversations, a young white kid, and he joins the conversation. And I'm like, damn, like you said, we're a freshman in college. I wasn't thinking about that shit.
Right.
Even my daughter, she's like, that's Donald Trump. Like, I wasn't thinking, I'm 10 years old, 8 years old, 7. I'm not thinking about that. But it goes back to hate is one thing that's learned. Right. And I think these kids they're trying to make these kids pick sides. And which does is it promotes hate, but I believe these kids are strong and they have access. And
Yeah,
access is gonna
definitely.
give them, access is gonna give them, a chance to ask certain questions.
RC, that's a powerful statement. He said he had a good argument with his son. His son is 19, and his son doesn't believe that voting has. He said relevancy. I think. I think we found out over the last few years with the elections and tech geniuses butting in and being a part of the government that we know things can be manipulated. If AI is in our hands now, just on some regular shit, then it's been in their hands for at least the last 10, 15 years. So if you could take a picture of me and make me look like I'm stealing liquor out the liquor store, then you can also manipulate numbers. Again, not a hill I'm ready to climb on and fight, but I applaud you, RC, for having the conversation and keeping the lines of communication open with your son. You feel me? That's what we got to do more of, is not just allow these kids to sit with their own opinions and the things that they find out. We do have to be invested in what they're doing online, and we do have to generate conversations. So some things are common sense, which these young people lack, and you got to step in as an adult. Technical knowledge, I think they light years ahead of us. But common sense, boy, look, they need to put that shit in a backpack, hanging around their neck like a dog tag or something.
Man, I don't know. But to look at the positive of what's going on, I will say that these kids, I'm seeing more kids more active when it comes to the political part of
young adults. Not kids, young adults.
Well, there's kids too. I'm starting to see younger kids doing like, and it just might be my YouTube algorithm, just having conversations, and it might be the parents recording the conversations, like RC said, you had it with your son. It might be them actually recording the conversation, trying to teach their kids the best way they know how.
For sure.
C. Hess, he's always been on our podcast. He motivates or talks, like, get into your local officials, like teach your kids about their local politics. That will help answer some questions, or start a fire within them when it comes to politics. It's an option, but really, like we were talking about, man, it's just helping the next man. It don't even matter what side of the coin you're on. That's my thing. If I'm a Democrat because I feel like I want to help people I don't know, then so be it. If it's labeled as a Republican for helping people I don't know that's less fortunate, then so be it. I just want to help because I never know when I'll be less fortunate. Bro, it's a town in Nebraska. The Tyson plant closed. The Tyson plant closed in a town in Nebraska.
It's like 3,000 people or some shit.
It's 10,000 residents. 3,000 of them work at that Tyson plant.
Yeah.
Like this political shit, like where I work at, this politic is, I didn't realize my job was that connected with the way these politicians are making decisions when it comes to corporate manufacturing.
Right.
And this shit is totally affecting me 100%. And I never would have known that, and I never would have thought it affected it. And that's kind of why I'm into it. So I can see, like, damn, my job got to move this way. My job got to move that way. We got to think about this. We got to think about that. And I never thought I'd be in this position where I had to actually think about that because of what's going on. My job is 100% totally affected by a lot of these decisions made. Like, I feel sorry for the federal workers. Fed job used to be a career job. State job used to be a career job. You go buy a $400,000 house, you buy a $7,000 car, and they lay off 1 million people. The Feds laid off over 1 million people. Like,
it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's what is. is getting by the best way you know how. Is seeing people that are not affected by the decisions that they make, or if they are affected, it only gains them more money, more wealth. You feel me? To see a few wealthy people feed off of the not so fortunate, it's crazy. Look, all you can do is the best you can by yourself and by the people you love. Focus on that. Don't focus on the Epstein list. Don't focus on the Super Bowl halftime show. All that shit is like, be entertained, find your happy, whatever that is. But to be totally focused on that, they getting what they want, which is fear and control.
Yeah, definitely fear and control. If anything, that's what it is. And the crazy thing, like you say, it'd be us fighting and having. It's all right to have a debate. It's all right to have a conversation. But when shit gets physical and disrespectful, then that's what they feed off of.
Right.
You know, that's content. It's content in the world. It's content on the internet, and they get paid either way.
Yeah, pretty much. I did hear today on the ice shit that they was gonna make them motherfuckers wear body cams. Why are we starting with make them wear body cams? Why not? Why are we not starting with make them show their fucking face?
Well, what I see what could happen that is promising is holding them accountable and taking them to court.
How do we know whose body cam is what if we can't see their face?
I totally agree. But like you said, with the technology it is, drop a pin. Their phone is always dropping. If you are blessed to make it out of whatever situation you're alive, go straight to the police station, go straight to a lawyer, whatever, and they can pull that phone. They can figure out where you at and pull that. And like you said, there's ring cameras, traffic lights, there's cameras everywhere, man. Just make it safe. That's the bottom line. Just try to get out as far as safe as possible, but also don't put yourself in a predicament where it can get worse. Either you don't know it's gonna get worse, but you know you got that spidey sense when you be like, "Oh, this shit about to get real."
Yeah, it's some shit that make me lead a party. It's definitely some shit that'll make me lead a party.
But if they trying to meet this quota and they're not trained, they're trying to meet this quota of how many a day, a month, a year. Of course, I think they said they done broke over 100 court laws or whatever, more than any other agency. But they are starting to prosecute some of them. There's a couple I know they're going after a few that I've been reading, but there's so much content out there. And if it's true where they don't get the bonus unless they make it to 5 years, because they say if you don't get that 50,000 bonus unless you make it to 5 years, so anything less than 5 years, you got to pay back the money, that bonus money. Oh, between prosecution and that, it's going to be a lot of unmotivated people. Now, it's obviously going to be some more radical people, but it's going to be a lot of unmotivated people.
I don't know, man. Like I say,
if the government ain't got no money, if the government ain't got the money to pay the people now, they ain't gonna have all this money to pay these ICE agents.
We gonna see. Hey, man, look, special shout out to RC for jumping in. Special shout out to Chain Breakers. Together we break chains. We appreciate you. Shout out to G for just being a dope human being. You should try to be a dope human being too. What else you got before we get up out of here?
Man, look at the bright side. Be positive on your day and positive with the people around you, man. I think that's another thing, man. You know, we always talk about mental health in this country. And right now, mental health is showing its face amongst a vast group of people. And
everybody's suffering from something. Everybody's suffering from something. Oh, the little, and I hate my other devices is dead. You saw the little autistic kid whooping up on them people in that apartment?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. And I know autism, of course, is a real thing, and we need resources to handle certain things. But what you're not going to do is fuck with my mama. I feel bad for the young man who's dealing with, being on the spectrum and that type of behavior. But I feel worse for the mom because a lot of times in these situations, they don't have the resources. They don't have the money. They don't have the support. And they in the house with somebody that they love that for whatever reason, they are not able to behave themselves in a certain way. I heard a lot of jokes. I've seen a lot of different reels where people are making fun of the situation. That is unfortunate. That lady need help. That's all I'm gonna say. That lady need help because she's only gonna get older, and he at the age where he only gonna get stronger. I don't know, man. I pray for the people. I pray for brighter days for people that are in dark places. And I pray for the people that deserve a little assistance, a little help up. And that's whether that's monetarily, spiritually, physically, whatever the situation is. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all that rock with us, that watch this. Hit a like, you know what I'm saying? Hit a subscribe. Tell your people about us. Join the conversation. We appreciate y'all, man. Look, we will read as many comments as come in here. Just be a part of the community with BOTB Live. And that's it, man. Anything else?
That nigga said community. Nah, I'm good.
I mean, shit. My tongue got lazy, cuz. No pause. We appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I'm Jay Walken III. That's my partner, my drinking partner, my brother, Carolina Dirt, man. Like we always say, love the people who love you back, man. And until the next time, man, y'all be easy. We gone.